Hello and welcome to the big fight. Is Team Anna now testing poll voters? They've clearly indicated that in the Hisar by-elections, if they do not get an endorsement of the Jan Lokpal bill from the Congress party, they're going to be opposing the Congress. The Congress immediately and predictably says this is unfair. Team Anna says this is only the first step. There could be more of this if the Lokpal bill is not passed in the winter session of Parliament. So where are we heading to? What does this mean? Is this a correct step or a wrong step? Joining us, Dr. Kiran Bedi, of course, a key member of Team Anna. Thank you so much for being with us. Chandan Mitra of the BJP, fantastic to have you with us. Shoma Chaudhary, Managing Editor of Tehelka, who's been a bit critical of some of this in the recent past. Great to have you with us. Someone who's been a strong supporter of Team Anna, Prahlad Kakkar, also with us. And joining us via satellite from Hyderabad is Renuka Chaudhary, former Union Minister. Thank you so much for being with us. And in just a few minutes, we're also going to be joined by Abhay Chautala from Hisar in Haryana, a place which I suspect is going to be the center of all of this drama a week or 2 weeks from now. Thank you all for being with us. I'm going to start with you, Kiran Bedi. Is this a notable new step that Team Anna is thinking of, or was this always part of your agenda, that you're going to actually jump into politics, saying if the Congress party is not going to do this, we're going to ask people to vote against the Congress?
It's not specifically against Congress. It's against any party which does not support the right kind of Jan Lokpal bill. It's not against Congress. If tomorrow Congress also gives in writing, and firms like the BJP has done, the Lok Dal has done, both the presidents of both the parties have said we support Jan Lokpal bill on the floor of the House, right? And we wanted a commitment from the presidents, and the presidents have given, because in the end it's a whip, it's a party policy. If the Congress also gives it, there's nothing against the Congress.
Let me ask you, Chandan, is this what you've done? You've given it in writing that you will back the exact wording of the Jan Lokpal bill in Parliament, and you've given that to them in writing?
I'm not aware of that.
We have a letter.
You're not aware of that?
Bill.
Yes.
No, the Jan Lokpal bill.
That's
but
right.
The fact is that the Parliament, through a sense of House resolution, accepted many of the points, many of the contentious points, which the government had earlier rejected. But then when the compromise took place on toward the end of the monsoon session, the House unanimously adopted this motion.
That the House
and
adopted unanimously, that the Congress will also agree with. What is it that they've said? They've said they will give back the exact wording of the Jan Lokpal bill.
They've said they support the Jan Lokpal bill on the floor of the House. So if their candidate gets elected, who's a candidate for the Parliament election, he will support the Jan Lokpal bill on the floor of the House. This is a letter from the president of the BJP.
I don't think there's any thing, trying to split hair here.
It's an important splitting of hair.
Now the bill, the motion that has been adopted in the House, incorporates all the major issues of the Jan Lokpal bill.
That's
now, whether to call it the Jan Lokpal bill, but let's wait to see what bill the government brings. If the government backtracks or the Standing Committee backtracks, I can tell you that we stand by our point that we support the principal provisions of the Jan Lokpal bill, and we will oppose any attempt to dilute it in the House.
Okay, Renuka Chaudhary, where does the Congress party stand in this? Is the Congress party going to submit a letter like this to ensure that you do better than your third place finish in Hisar last time?
I am alarmed and amused at this absolute doublespeak that all of them are talking about. I mean, giving it in writing, what is the veracity of this signature? Please tell me, does it have any legal upholding for this?
No,
so you are just trying to manipulate.
Excuse me, can I just say, what do you mean it doesn't have legal validity? Sonia Gandhi is going to write something in writing and you're going to renege on it?
No, that's not the issue. Excuse me, please. The issue is I'm asking Team Anna. That's for all their brilliance in managing this campaign. I want them to answer, what is the legal veracity of giving it in writing? Does, by virtue of giving it in writing, does that convert the other candidates into absolutely honest people, pure as driven snow? Is that what we are trying to say?
Kiran Bedi, is that what
and
you're
then
trying
you
to
want
say?
to
Let me just ask Kiran that
parliamentary
question.
processes. My alarm is, Vikram, my alarm is that you want to subvert parliamentary democracy. This is the same team that said that they will wait until the winter session, till this is discussed in the winter session and brought about by the government. Halfway through, they've changed their ideas. Now this is tyranny.
You're subverting parliamentary democracy, and this is
walking
tyranny.
towards anarchy.
She has
It's
to stop talking
absolutely
before I say
terrifying.
anything. Voters are going to tell the candidate this time, this is what we want. If you don't give us this, we don't vote for you. But if you give us this, we vote for you.
I have a lot of problems with everything that's going on. First of all, I agree giving things in writing. The parties can give anything in writing. But the fact remains that when you come to Parliament and there is a debate on it, you might give things in writing. I still prefer that we have a healthy parliamentary debate than that, you know, just to win an election, you give something in writing when you don't really support it. And you can't have an ethical debate on it.
We are not like the Congress party.
That's
hang
one
on,
thing.
but okay, then Chandan, answer the specific point you're making. Supposing you disagree, supposing you, I assume you don't agree with everything in the Jan Lokpal bill? Not every comma and word in it. She's saying, will you be guided by what happens in Parliament, or will you be guided by the letter you've given to them?
Kiranji is witness to all this, that when they went to meet BJP leaders at Mr. Advani's residence, while Annaji's fast was still in progress, there were certain issues that got thrashed out. And on the basis of that, the BJP helped the government to work out a resolution. We stand by whatever has been worked out.
There's some more issues. No, there's some more. Just one second, Chandan. There's some more issues which I have problems with Team Anna, which is that, you know, when you have agreed that the standing committee will hear everybody, hear everyone's concerns, and there are very genuine concerns about the centralized institution that the Jan Lokpal wants to create. Nobody is opposed to their campaign. Nobody is opposed to the temperature they have brought to the intolerance we should have to corruption. But the fact that they have been insisting on their version of the draft, which is a deeply flawed draft, and they are not willing to listen to discussions on it. Also, anybody who raises flags on it is positioned in a very volatile atmosphere as being obstructionist. One has huge problems with that. But after all the drama of this summer, when you have agreed that something will be discussed in Parliament, in the Standing Committee, and then will be put to the Parliament in winter, why are you again upping the ante electorally, saying, you know, in UP we're going to say this, in Hisar we're going to say this, because you're prejudging it. You know, that's one thing.
I want to ask Kiran that. Prahlad, you want to come in on this?
What has happened is, for the last 40 years, we've been fiddling around, diddling, not making up our minds, doing this. So the public at large, who has to deal with small level corruptions on everyday basis, whether it's a co-op, whether it's a municipality, whether it's a water connection, whether it's an electrical bill, whatever, are absolutely up to here. So what the explosion right now that Anna has created is that every single person sitting in this room and outside this country has had to deal with different levels of corruption at their level. So they're saying now, the hell with it. It doesn't matter if we throw the baby out with the bathwater, but we want change.
Prahlad, that's exactly what we've been criticizing.
The baby out of the bathwater as long as
now that is what all the Western interests are saying. What the people are saying is, we want change. We want tangible change. We want to be empowered so that if the only thing that a politician will listen to is my vote, then my vote is going to count for something.
No, okay, Renuka, do you have a problem with that? And are you in any way intimidated by the threat that if you don't do something and do something fast, they are also going to be campaigning against you in the Uttar Pradesh elections, which are just a few months away, and which are obviously have very high stakes for you? Does that prospect worry you and intimidate you?
No, Vikram, I'll tell you what will terrify me is that if we were to give in and succumb to such blackmail. I think our primary objective is change is inexorable, change is happening. What gives them the patent right to believe that they are the only ones who are bringing in change? There has been a campaign and there has been a media hype on this issue. Fine, I concede that to them. But to assume that the government in power is doing nothing, it's rather tragic. I mean, these are what Hindi films are made of. You know, it looks wonderful, angry young man against the establishment, angry old man for that matter, against the establishment is brilliant on the cinema. In reality, I think our commitment remains that we retain democratic processes. If we have to pay the price for that, then so be it. But we cannot knuckle down and buckle under such tyrannical measures. And who is going to monitor these people who keep changing their mind every weekend? They were supposed to talk to us in the winter session and suddenly they've come up now. And it's quite blatant. They want to enter the political frame. Most welcome. Come in, because politics is an amazing level playing field. So why don't they just come out with the real story and say that they're doing this politically?
Vikram, if I may
please notice that Team Anna has never entered Gujarat. They will not talk in Karnataka. They won't sit in hunger fast in any BJP state. Now here they will
Anna Hazare did speak out against Narendra Modi even in the latest press conference.
There are lots of question marks and exclamations out there.
Okay,
And I
Kiran
think they
Bedi,
need
do you want to respond to
clarify
what
their
she said?
Vikram, as very rightly Prahlad said, it's enough is enough. You waited 42 years to get an independent ombudsman. 42
But you did
years.
say that you want to wait for the winter session of Parliament.
It's in fact alerting the government. In a way, it's reminding the government. Because I remember I was sitting in the meeting with Anna and the team when Prime Minister met Anna and he said, we will bring it in the winter session. We're just reminding the government, don't forget your promise, because they've been forgetting all the time. But convergence at Ram Leela and all over the country was a reminder that enough is enough, and now Hisar is like an indicator.
This is a person who's talking after happily staying and working in the government and benefited so much from it, took all the benefits, everything. And then after retirement, this is a very nice post-retirement re-employment opportunity. And then you are
sorry, whom are you talking about? You're talking about Kiran?
You have judged. You have judged. They have judged. They have gone and spoken. They have made open statements.
No,
they have given
whom
deadlines.
Specifically are you referring to? Are you referring to?
Nothing but.
Hang on, Renuka, whom are you talking about? You're talking about Kiran Bedi or you're talking about someone else?
Vikram, may I
Never
just...
mind, how is it important?
No, it is. You just made a charge. If you said something, if you're saying it about Kiran Bedi, I have to give her the chance to reply. Assuming she is talking about you, you want to respond to what she said.
Never mind.
No, let's not digress.
Always a threat.
Kiran has to have the right to reply to what
I
you said.
don't need to.
Okay, Vikram.
You don't need to reply?
No, Vikram, my regret and lament is that in Renuka Chaudharyji's diatribe, I smell the same language that the Congress used just on the eve of Anna's going on fast, when he was arrested, when he was called all kinds of names, when senior ministers leveled all kinds of allegations of tyranny, dictatorship, and so on and so forth. The same language they have gone back to. Is it any wonder that Team Anna does not believe? Team Anna does not believe the government's promises, government which has reneged many times in the past and is showing every sign of reneging again.
Okay, Renuka, that's, I mean, I have to say this, that the Congress did use certain language, certain statements were made, certain language was used, and then you did backtrack and the entire crisis was eventually ended with much camaraderie on both sides, olive branches being held out.
Vilas Rao Deshmukh giving that letter.
Yeah, are you heading back in that same direction again?
Vikram, how childish is this argument?
I would like to assess.
Bonhomie, if after all that we said we will come in the winter session, my one question is, why are you not waiting for the winter session?
Okay.
What is this reminder service that you are giving us, which is after you've made a public statement?
You know, the problem with this entire thing, and which I hold Team Anna very, very responsible for, is the simplified and asinine nature of this rhetoric. You know, this entire debate has been constructed in such a simplistic manner that it is dangerous for the country. Prahlad just said that the common man is absolutely sick of, small-time corruption. That is very true. It doesn't take any of us to refute that, But when you're legislating, you legislate for future generations. Today, when you have created a public atmosphere where you say enough is enough, and because the Janta is not really thinking about the finesse of this bill, that you're willing to vote governments in and out on ki humko Jan Lokpal bill mil rahi hai ki nahi, and anybody who wants to have a reasoned debate on it cannot have it because it is such a volatile atmosphere.
Prahlad?
Yes.
I think the point she makes is a relevant one about checks and balances. That at the end of the day is what every successful country is eventually based on. Is there a certain, this has been, I think, the issue that keeps on coming up about Team Anna. Are we doing away with checks and balances?
See, that the establishment, when I call it establishment, I mean the people who are in politics, who are in government, who's the bureaucrats and everybody, only really understand the power of a public which is out to vote en masse on a particular issue, whether it's caste, whether it's religion, whether it's community. And that's what they've been playing up all this time as far as elections are concerned. There are politicians who come in who don't deserve to be there except by the fact of their birth and they're of a particular community. Now, we've come to a head today on an issue which is not any of that. It joins the entire nation into one single factor because everybody has been scarred by that experience. And we are fed up of politicians doing double speak.
Okay.
But
so
Vikram, if I may just make a quick point here, which is that the problem, Prahlad, is that nobody is faulting Team Anna on creating a campaign on corruption.
But that's
the
what it
fault
is.
No, I'll tell you, Prahlad, the fault is that you're asking people to vote. You know, there have been many other pressure lobbies. I'm depressed that civil society is reaching the state which Team Anna has brought it to, because civil society always creates pressure on the electoral system to do right. You've pushed politicians to do the right thing.
Sorry, I don't
but
understand this argument
just
at all.
to finish it,
I don't
Chandan.
understand this
Just one
argument at
second,
all.
Chandan. So let me finish, then you'll understand. The
No,
problem
I won't,
is
still won't, because the line of argument is all wrong.
the problem is that, you know, Team Anna correctly has created a campaign on corruption, but now they're pushing that only their version of the bill.
I don't
Well,
think
I
that's
just
the point
go
at all.
right through.
That is
That's
what
been
you are
the
asking
way
for.
they formulated
Can I
themselves.
just ask what
Parliament
you,
sense of
let's
the
just
House
ask
resolution.
Kiran Bedi, what are you asking for?
And,
that a Jan Lokpal bill should be passed?
Which is
or that
acceptable
this-
to all.
Not acceptable to all. I think what they are saying is that you must pass this specific bill and give us a signed letter, otherwise we will not, we will
The
go
three
against you.
key issues
Yeah.
have been,
That is the point.
the three key issues which Anna wanted
Have to be there.
are there. And
Okay.
it's been by the sense of the House. Let me clarify now. It's already been cleared by the sense of the House.
Yes.
That's what it's saying.
Okay,
It's
so
reiterating.
Renuka Chaudhary,
You confirm
that's
that.
all. You're not
and
asking,
winter session.
So I'm just trying to get this absolutely
And on
clear.
the other points,
No, let me just finish. Let me just get this one point cleared, and I'll see why Renuka has a problem with
Absolutely.
that. You're not saying that it should be your version of the Jan Lokpal bill that should be
we're
passed.
saying those three issues
Those three
must be
points
passed.
should be in it. That's
Listen,
what you're
what
saying.
are the other issues left? Let's understand.
There are some other issues.
No, no,
The
one minute.
government
Yeah,
is
Because-
going to
Shoma has a
bill.
problem
No,
with the
no.
over. I'll tell you what the other issues are. Shoma, for example, has a problem as others
Now,
do.
since you've
about
heard her-
this one big Jan Lokpal which has got
This is exactly
superpowers
the
and everything.
misinformation which
Absolutely.
unfortunately they've been able to spread. There are very strong checks and balances within that we drafted with the Jan Lokpal bill. But the issue is not the Jan Lokpal bill provisions, which she's taken towards.
You're saying there are only these 3 points.
These are the three issues and the winter session.
No, which
now
are the
regarding
three
the
issues?
other
Renuka
issues,
Chaudhary,
that
let
is
me
spell out-
just show that to you.
Which
These
three
3
issues?
points have in a sense already been accepted by the Congress, haven't they? They've been accepted by the
By Parliament.
sense of,
Absolutely,
what
by the
Parliament
Congress.
has said. Then what's your objection to it?
Which
It was
three,
just
Vikram,
which is
let's
the
spell out.
Lokpal, which is the Lokayukt, which is the grievance, the charter, citizens charter, and the lower bureaucracy. That's been cleared by the House. What else is left? Prime Minister, judiciary, that's basically these two, and the CBI's accountability. These are the other three issues left.
And the
By-
Prime
on
Minister
which
also.
There's a and the Prime. On
Prime
which
Minister
there's a
also is-
broad
yeah,
agreement.
broad agreement.
Okay, so Renuka, what's the problem with that? If what they are asking
The
is
problem
essentially
is,
what
Vikram,
Parliament
I think-
agreed to.
If it has been agreed to, and if all the members have conceded to, and BJP has signed on
Your
the dotted
people
line, and
thump their
others have
desks very
signed on the
loudly.
dotted line,
Your
like
people
that.
what is
thump
their
your desks very
anxiety in
loudly.
discussing
When
it
the
in
President of the
Parliament?
House
There is
is
no
wrong.
argument, no?
I'm just trying to figure it out. If what Kiran Bedi says is all that they're asking for, that you should say, yes, we will stand by what Parliament finally agreed to and gave in that letter to you, you shouldn't have a problem with that.
And those three issues
Because it was
have been-
Vilas Rao Deshmukh who carried that
Vikram,
letter.
those three
to Anna
issues
Hazare.
have been given in writing,
Writing.
confirmed by the
Absolutely.
Prime Minister's
But-
letter to Anna Hazare.
So then you've got it from the Prime Minister. Why do you
As
want
well.
another letter?
So all
Why do
that-
you want another letter from the party president? Or is it that you believe that the party
Oh, that's
president is superior to
because-
the rest
because
of the Prime
finally-
In
Minister?
the
it is the
Congress,
party
that's
president.
certainly true.
Finally,
but
it is the party president.
But Vikram, I just want to say, because
Hang on. Renuka, if that's all that she's asking for, or that they are asking for, that the party president of the Congress party should say, yes, I agree with what
And
was
just
there
say
in the Prime
winter
Minister's
session तक
letter.
कर देंगे. लिखने में क्या problem है? Promise किया है तो लिख के दे दो. बात खत्म. Let
You
people
did get it लिखे.
Vikram, then
You
let
got it. You Vilas Rao Deshmukh
Vikram,
came
no,
with
no,
a
no,
letter. after
no,
the
no,
letter
they
message.
declined, by the way.
Vikram,
It declined.
Vikram,
Can
may I
just
just-
clarify?
Vikram, may I
The
just-
point is-
Let Kiran finish what she's saying.
So once you have it in right, what is the how? Why can't Congress say, yes, we will pass the winter session and we'll go by what the resolution is. These three key issues are fully protected regarding the Prime Minister, the judiciary and the CBI autonomy. We'll discuss it.
I
on the
will
floor
tell you,
of the
I will
House.
tell you why not. Because the Congress president's son got up and introduced a delaying
That's
tactic in the House, and you never know how they are planning to
And they
sabotage
are linking it with constitutional authority. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I sense it even the other day, Mr.
Just to delay.
Salman Khurshid
Okay,
linked
both of you
it
have had your way.
with...
Yeah.
Shoma, can we get the Congress to
Listen,
respond
Vikram-
unless you want to?
Vikram, I want to...
Renuka, sorry. Now, Renuka, your turn. Respond to what you've just heard.
What is their anxiety in letting parliamentary debate take place? Do they agree that parliamentary democracy has to remain the primary way of dealing with issues or not? First, tell them to give that in writing.
Okay. Do you have any problem in saying parliamentary democracy must always come first?
I salute the parliament. I
Vikram,
salute the
Vikram,
parliamentary
Vikram, if we can
democracy.
get
I
away
that
from
in-
this
will you give that
college
in writing to
wrangling.
her?
salute, I'm doing it before the entire public.
Vikram,
through your
may I
LED channel.
remind
I think Team Anna did a fantastic job by raising this entire issue. It's there in everyone's spotlight. I think that the big issue which needs to be discussed is, should you now set back, let Standing Committee of Parliament and Parliament sort it out over the winter session of Parliament?
I think Kiranji has made it absolutely clear where the position is. X draft, Y draft, Y suggestion, Z suggestion is not relevant at all anymore. Parliament has unanimously adopted a resolution incorporating the main demands of the Jan Lokpal bill, which differed from the official bill and which differed from the various other drafts that were presented. Now, the Standing Committee is going through the exercise of inviting opinion from various other stakeholders in this, and then they will try to reconcile these positions. But let me make one thing clear. The state of the kind of sense of the House resolution makes it clear that these 3 points are non-negotiable. So when the bill comes from the Standing Committee, it will incorporate.
Okay,
I have to be
I have to
where
take
is
a
the
break.
dispute?
Okay, I have to take a break. There are 2 really important questions that we do need to table at this point, whatever happens out here. Number 1 is, of course, the charge that the Congress has made, and which I'd like to get both of you to respond to, that in some way Team Anna is acting on the behest or on the behalf of the BJP in one form or the other. Let's take our attention to that as well. And secondly, is it not a good idea that Team Anna is actually stepping into electoral politics? Does that bring this entire campaign within the system, which is something many of the critics have been asking for? We'll turn our attention to both of those when we come back. Welcome back to the big fight. Now, I said there are a couple of issues we still have to turn our attention to. One of them is, Kiran Bedi, I'm going to start off by firing this at you. A charge that we keep on hearing from many in the Congress, that at the end of the day, the BJP was behind a lot of the entire Team Anna movement. And that's notwithstanding his recent comments on Narendra Modi, which were rather strong. Is that true? There are also reports that we are seeing about the RSS backing or putting their cadres to support the entire movement.
Anna's movement is cause-based, and anybody can join the cause. Any Indian who supports this cause of anti-corruption in India is free to join. But the podium, Anna's podium, was apolitical. That was the only thing. Anybody can join. You don't go checking who are you, which ideology you belong to. As long as you're an Indian, you want an India which is anti-corruption. Anybody can join.
Why can't a
but the key,
just on a point of order, why can't a non-Indian join it?
Why not? Let them, they also join. But the main thing is, Anna's podium. Anna's podium was non-political.
Okay. Are you support?
Yes.
Is this an electoral? In other words, is this a big electoral ploy that the BJP has been working towards?
No electoral ploy. BJP has launched its anti-corruption movement even earlier. But it is to Anna's credit that he managed to galvanize an entirely new apolitical section of the people, the middle class, the techies, and everyone who are removed from politics. We have supported the movement, but we are in no way connected with his leadership. And what did Mohan Bhagwat ji, the Sarsanchalak of RSS, say? He said the RSS has always supported such kind of movement.
RSS cadres involved in this.
Yeah, of course they've gone and supported. Why not?
Actually, Renuka, I'm going to come to both of you. Renuka, the Congress party keeps on saying this at every possible quarter that it can, that this is essentially the BJP trying its hands at winning the next few elections. Is that a fair comment to make? I mean, you did hear Anna Hazare also slamming Narendra Modi just a couple of days back.
Slamming at Narendra Modi now, when there is a counter-argument, is not relevant. How come no one spoke when Narendra Modi did not have a Lokayukta in place for 7 years? How come Anna didn't go and do a hunger fast in Karnataka? How come they didn't do it? How come now Ajay, what's his name, the candidate is signing one paper and suddenly he's pure as driven snow because they will support him as candidate? Are they going to give us a written undertaking that he will not indulge in corruption? An oxymoron.
Okay, actually, we do have Abhay Chautala with us, so let me just throw that question to him. ये जो आपने support दिया है जन लोकपाल बिल को, इसकी वजह क्या थी और क्या आपको लगता है कि जो भी इसको support करेगा वो कम भ्रष्ट है?
इस बात को लेकर के इश्यू नहीं है कि कौन भ्रष्ट है या कौन क्या है। जन लोकपाल बिल इस देश की सबसे बड़ी जरूरत है और उसके लिए कांग्रेस के लोगों ने अन्ना हजारे जी के साथ धोखा किया था। जिस किस्म से उनको पहले लेकर के गए थे कि जो जन लोकपाल बिल आप हमें लिख करके देंगे जिसमें आप और हम सहमत होंगे, हम उस लोकपाल बिल को पेश करेंगे। अगर जन लोकपाल बिल आएगा तो उससे मान करके चलो कि पूरे देश के लोगों को इससे एक राहत मिलेगी, इससे भ्रष्टाचार पे अंकुश लगेगा।
This is not about whether Congress was in that drafting committee or not. But, for instance, the team Anna has backed off on bringing the judiciary under the Jan Lokpal. If you keep calling this dhoka, the fact is that at the drafting committee, the team Anna was not willing to back off on these. When the parliament resolution was finally passed, team Anna has backed off on the judiciary coming under the Lokpal. They are now willing to have a strong judicial accountability committee.
I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
In the Hisar election, let's just take Hisar as an example. People are going to vote on the 13th.
Yes.
Is it correct to position that particular election in a way that Mr. Abhay Chautala's brother Ajay is in some way cleaner, or the BJP, the other candidate, is in a sense cleaner than the Congress candidate because their party presidents have given this undertaking?
Absolutely not. But the fact is that regardless of who's clean and who's not, for the larger political body, it's very important for the Janta, which is the people of this country, to feel that they are going to be eventually accountable because the people have a voice.
How can you stop any individual or group from canvassing on a particular issue? Which is what I feel the team Anna is doing in his
That's
part.
also a fair enough point.
them.
Actually, hang on, that's also a fair enough point.
I mean,
And
whether
Shoma, I have to say that,
listen or don't listen
till
is
now,
not-
a lot of the critics have said that they refuse to test their strength in electoral politics. Now that they are testing their strength in electoral politics, surely that is not something
not
which
the
should be
word
objected
No,
to.
in fact, Vikram, I
Directly or
have a
indirectly.
position on two things, which is that I also feel that whether it's RSS or BJP or anybody can join a campaign and it does not discredit that campaign, So I've been on that position from day one. I would like to put to Kiran and to Team Anna that if the issues you raised are addressed by different institutions, by different mechanisms,
Shoma,
will
let me
you
get
accept that
somebody
or
else.
not? That-
Chautala जी, क्या आपको लगता है जब हिसार का चुनाव होगा, आपको क्या लगता है कि लोग इसी मुद्दे को लेकर वोट डालेंगे? अगर वो बिश्नोई जी को सिलेक्ट कर रहे हैं, अजय चौटाला जी को सिलेक्ट कर रहे हैं या जयप्रकाश जी को सिलेक्ट कर रहे हैं, क्या आपको लगता है कि वो भ्रष्टाचार के मुद्दे को लेकर चुनाव करेंगे?
जब अन्ना हजारा जी ने इस बात को लेकर के आंदोलन किया था तो हिसार के लोग इससे बहुत बड़ी संख्या में जुड़े थे, और आज की तारीख में भी हिसार के लोग जो हैं अन्ना जी की उस बात को लेकर के लोगों के बीच में खड़े होकर के सवाल करते हैं, क्वेश्चन करते हैं, पूछते हैं कि क्या आप उससे सहमत हैं। लेकिन इसमें जो सबसे बड़ी चीज एक देखने वाली है कि इस देश में जो कांग्रेस पार्टी है, जब कभी भी ये कांग्रेस सत्ता में रही है, इसने हमेशा उन लोगों के खिलाफ सीबीआई का दुरुपयोग किया है, जो सीबीआई बनी इसलिए है कि वो बिल्कुल इंडिपेंडेंट होकर के किसी भी चीज की इंक्वायरी करे। लेकिन इस देश में उन लोगों के खिलाफ हमेशा सीबीआई का कांग्रेस ने दुरुपयोग किया जिन्होंने कांग्रेस के खिलाफ आवाज बुलंद करी, चाहे वो हमारी पार्टी थी, चाहे लालू यादव की पार्टी थी, चाहे मुलायम सिंह की थी, चाहे वो मायावती की पार्टी है, चाहे वो आपकी जयललिता जी की पार्टी है। हर उस आदमी के खिलाफ कांग्रेस ने इसका दुरुपयोग किया।
चौटाला जी
इसलिए
कहनी
आज
पड़ेगी कि कई नाम जो आपने लिए हैं उनके खिलाफ भ्रष्टाचार के चार्जेस थे और हैं, और आप कैसे कह सकते हैं कि क्योंकि वो जन लोकपाल बिल को हम सपोर्ट करेंगे तो अब वो बिल्कुल स्वच्छ हो गए?
मैं इसलिए कह सकता हूं कि किसी के खिलाफ चार्ज फ्रेम करना ये कोर्ट का काम है, या सीबीआई अगर उसके खिलाफ कोई चार्ज लेकर के आती है तो उसको कोर्ट को मानना या ना मानना कोर्ट का काम है।
Okay,
जिन लोगों ने
Prahlad Kakkar,
भ्रष्टाचार
I have
किया,
to throw this to
जेलों
you.
में बंद
You're
है।
right, there's a national mood against corruption. But the point that I mean, frankly, I was asking him, some of the names that he mentioned, is it correct to say, oh, now they are clean because you see they're back in the jungle?
Not at all. As a matter of fact,
some of the most corrupt
people
politicians
as a whole. I mean, who do you choose? The fact is that how do you lead?
Surely you should find a different way of choosing than to whether they are signing
but
a letter.
what my
saying,
contention
oh,
is,
I'm the most corrupt politician in the world, but I have signed a letter saying, yes, I support Jan Lokpal bill, so now I'm clean.
No, but look at this.
It's like
Look at
a
it
new
this way.
form of
When you have a
detergent.
vested interest like a political body like the parliament, why would they pass the Jan Lokpal bill, which is going to be taken against them, unless you put a gun to the head?
Before I
Just
come
giving
to
a
you.
letter endorsing Jan Lokpal bill doesn't give them a certificate of honesty. Sorry. In fact, they're only supporting a change of system, which makes them submit to it one day. If they've been dishonest, they are digging their own grave, but they're willing to sign digging their own grave. But it does not give them a certificate of honesty.
That's because
Understand
of public opinion.
Now, so, understand that. Number two, that's the courage of them. If some of them have been corrupt and yet they're endorsing the Jan Lokpal bill. They're doing it knowingly. Why isn't Congress doing it then? Why is it shying away? In fact, it could do it. It's defeating its own self, actually, by not signing it. Number two, even between dishonest candidates, if they think their candidate's dishonest, it's up to the voter to choose the candidates. Just signing the Jan Lokpal doesn't mean that they will vote for that person. They can make a choice. Third, they can even do a right to reject. They can go for an O form and say, none of you. I go to the presiding officer and say, even if you signed the Jan Lokpal bill endorsement, yet I don't vote for you. So, but they will certainly not vote for the Congress because it's not even done the elementary thing of endorsing the Jan Lokpal bill before the election.
No, I don't buy that completely. I think for whatever it's worth, I think the Congress is trying to create a debate in this, but also there's a feeling, a public feeling, that not just the Congress, but a lot of the political parties that support that view, is that they're going to try and discredit Team Anna, create fissions between them, so that the issue gets muddled.
Okay. Renuka, how much do you think you stand potentially to lose in Hisar? I mean, I have to say, it's not necessarily your strongest seat in Haryana.
What I'm alarmed, really, is this kind of a discussion. What is the Team Anna saying? I can't believe it. They say, no, we don't want to do the rudimentary. They are not answering the basic premise. They had said they will wait for the winter session. What motivated them to jump into the Hisar election? Number one. Number two, they are giving this elaboration of what it means to sign this before the election and blah and blah. We all know what political games they're saying. Why are they shying away from saying they're coming into politics? It's very good. They should come into politics, form a party, field all their squeaky clean candidates, and win the election and bring about a cleaner system. How can you say that we are holier than thou and we are sitting out, but we will canvass against this and we will do that?
Why aren't you setting up a party and standing for election?
What is the signatures about?
Listen, what is Team Anna doing is spreading voter awareness. Isn't that our right to do it? Isn't it our duty to do it? What's wrong with it? And to do it, must I also stand for election?
No, Vikram, may I make a very important point here? I think Kiranji is completely right. And I'm really glad. I feel that democracy is not just about elections. You don't only have to enter elections to be within a system. I think civil society plays a very important part in being a pressure lobby and, pushing politicians to do the right thing. To that extent, they're perfectly right in doing what they are. But in Kapil Sibal's constituency, when they did that referendum, my problem is that even right now in Hisar, they're saying, will they sign and bring a Jan Lokpal bill? Every time I'm trying to bring up the specifics, you're saying that's not the discussion.
That's not the discussion out here.
No, but Vikram, that is even for voters. In Kapil Sibal's referendum in this place, they were asking, are you against corruption? Do you want government bill or do you want Jan Lokpal bill? So people are responding in the broad strokes. But the issue is on specifics.
Just a minor point, just to explain what I think Kiranji herself said, wake-up call. Now, see, you have a situation where a boy promises his mother every day that I'm going to wake up at 6 and go to school on time. And day after day, he fails to do so. Day after day, he reneges on his promise. So, therefore, the next day, mother goes and puts an alarm clock with that 6 o'clock in the alarm. So, I think in the Hisar by-election, they are actually the alarm clock.
I'm going to take a break. I'm going to ask the audience what to think about this when I come back after that. Welcome back to The Big Fight, where it's all about the people. So I'm going to get some very quick comments from people out here.
What exactly you are giving an impression to the volunteers and the supporters? Because on one side, Annaji said, I don't want to indulge in the active politics. And this is the indirect way he's actually jumping into active politics.
That's an excellent question. A journalist is going to throw to you. I'm going to get a final comment. Gentleman out here.
When this Anna team or Anna Zare and he signs over that, whatever wrong he has done, he becomes clean and will be called Mr. Clean and he will be allowed to contest for the election and your team will support them. Is it a fair thing?
Let me get final thoughts from all our panelists. I'm going to start with you, Dr. Bedi.
It's all about voter awareness now and after. If this country wants a proper anti-corruption authority, an independent anti-corruption authority, it will have to make Jan Lokpal bill as central to the voting. Otherwise, you'll never get it, I can tell you.
Abhay Chautara ji, aapse final comment lena chahenge. हिसार इलेक्शन में आपको क्या लगता है अन्ना हजारे की कैंपेन का कितना असर पड़ेगा?
मैंने जो यहाँ पे देखा है उससे सीधा सीधा एक असर जाएगा कि ये जो चुनाव है इसमें लोगों को अच्छी तरह से पता है कि कांग्रेस ने तो अन्ना हजारे की जो साथ किया वो सबको पता ही है। उसके अलावा हमारे खिलाफ जो चुनाव लड़ने वाला दूसरा कैंडिडेट है चौधरी भजन लाल भी कांग्रेस की बी टीम है। उन्होंने इस देश में भ्रष्टाचार को बढ़ावा देने के लिए सबसे पहले शुरुआत करी और उसके साथ साथ सबको इस बात का पता है कि नरसिम्हा राव की गवर्नमेंट बचाने के लिए उन्होंने किस तरह से मेंबर पार्लियामेंट की खरीद फरोख्त करने का काम किया था। इसलिए अन्ना हजारे की टीम के जितने भी लोग हैं वो सारे के सारे इन ए और बी के टीमों को लोगों को अच्छी तरह से जानते हैं। इसलिए मुझे लगता है कि वहां पे जो भी फैसला करेंगे वो बड़ा अच्छा और सोच समझ के अच्छा फैसला लेने का काम करेंगे।
ठीक है चौथाला जी, बहुत धन्यवाद, अब हमारे साथ थे। Prahlad, let me get final thoughts from you. And by the way, let me also alert you to a rather worrying new trend that I've heard about. There are people, and I've heard this from industrialists, who are saying that in places like Noida and other areas, bribes are still being taken, but the rate has gone up. So actually, people are charging higher sums of money because they are saying, Anna Hazare ke campaign ke baad risks बढ़ गया है, इसलिए आप हमें 3 लाख मत दीजिए, 5 लाख दीजिए electricity connection.
Crore.
As a country, today we are on a threshold of a very historical movement where...
Forward or backward is what I'm worrying about.
No, it doesn't matter. But as long as...
It doesn't matter which side you're going, as long as you're moving.
It doesn't matter, as long as change is the only permanence.
It's moving forward.
And the fact is that whatever we do, it will evolve eventually into a just bill. What we'll debate it, we'll argue it, we will procrastinate, we'll do everything. But the fact is that today it is firmly in the hands of the people, not in terms of manipulation.
Okay. Shoma, final thoughts.
I want a strong Lokpal bill. I do not want the Lokpal bill that they are supporting. Where does that leave me as an Indian citizen? Our founding fathers inherited a chaotic, colonial, illiterate society. They legislated with such vision and faith that Indian people will rise to the high ideals that they stood for. My problem with this campaign is that it arises out of distrust and maligning of politicians as a class rather than as an act of faith. I think that's a dangerous mood for this country.
Okay. Chandan?
This parliament has made the most progressive kind of legislation over the years to help the underprivileged, to help the underdog, and there is no reason to distrust parliament. And the way the parliament rose, I was sitting in the house and I know the kind of sense of enthusiasm and energy. She is talking about writing a death warrant. I don't think so. I think there was an inner urge that no, we understand people are demanding this. And as representatives of the people, you have to accept that reality. And now the only issue is that you see a party who kind of is a synonym for corruption since independence, we fear may try to block it. I hope, I wish them well. They have to keep the pressure up. I can assure on behalf of the BJP, we are 100% with them on this issue of the Lokpal bill.
All right, Renuka, final thoughts from you.
We are going to uphold democratic practices no matter what it costs us. How sad that educated people like Chandan Mitra and Kiran Bedi are sitting at this panel and posturing and talking about how corrupt someone is. What did the BJP do while they were sitting in governance? Anyway, I don't want to waste my time pointing fingers at them. I have great faith in Indian people.
I would be happy
and
to
the
debate
citizen.
with you. Yes.
No, doesn't matter. Mr. Mitra will sit separately and talk. Please don't waste public time. This kind of intolerance, this kind of lack of inclusiveness, where you will not listen to anybody else. Things have to work according to what you say, no matter how good your intent. It cannot be defined as democracy. It doubles our accountability and responsibility as a government in power that, yes, we have to convince our people, our citizens. We will bring the Lokpal in winter session to Parliament. It has to be debated. Everyone's opinions have to be taken. Don't assume things and accuse people. Someone gives a suggestion that you make it a more powerful body, so that is delaying tactics. But what you say is only a reminder to government.
Okay.
They're only exposing their own flank.
One more
It's very sad that we will still talk about personal gain and talk of short-term gain, but you will not invest in the youth of this nation, that you will not map a pathway forward for the
I don't
future.
even God. I
have to end it.
Vikram, just let me
I
say one
promise
thing.
you,
Vikram,
I can't allow any of you to speak
I don't
anymore.
even
We are out of
think
time.
God. I don't even think God promised an overnight change
Okay,
the way the
fine.
Jan Lokpal bill promises it. Maybe
Okay,
it's not top of his
I
mind.
know we can carry on this for 6 hours more, and I'm sure we will at some point. We will have another big fight on this, I promise, at some appropriate point. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Bye from all.